right. So the other match I asked you to watch was Nia Jax versus Becky Lynch, and there was a reason for it. So I was listening to Dave Meltzer and Brian Alvarez talking about two matches. One of them, Sting's last match, and he just said it was absolutely fantastic. And I watched the same one. I thought, yeah, it's fine, but I wasn't like blown away by it in a weird way, and I won't bother getting into why. But then, in the same breath, they started talking about Nia Jax versus Becky Lynch and said it was an unmitigated disaster. It was absolutely horrible. And I watched it, and apart from like one thing, it was fine for the most part. I don't know why they were hating on that so much. But you watched the Nia Jax match.
I watched it. I thought it was a good match because those girls. Hey, Nia Jax is not the greatest worker in the world, but Becky Lynch carried her the whole way. And okay, Nia Jax is a little bit of a heavy gal, but Becky Lynch didn't care. She laid on her. She dropped an elbow on her. That was pretty hard, but Becky Lynch didn't say nothing. And seriously, I saw a ladies match. I saw the Amazing Kong, the Awesome Kong in a match in Japan. And I can't remember the woman's name, but she was a legend there. They beat each other half to death, but they were working. But if I had seen that and not knowing about wrestling, I said, damn, they're beating the crap out of each other. That's what I thought with Becky Lynch and Nia Jax. I thought it was a good match, had a decent finish because they didn't beat anybody. But I think both of them go out stronger than they came in. And for Meltzer, how many matches has Meltzer had?
0.
How many has he taught wrestling?
No.
He's a fan. Okay, I got that. And he can say what he wants to about it. But I don't know why he would say that was an unmitigated disaster. I think
yeah, so it was a terrible match, and there was one thing. There was a glaring situation where I think Becky Lynch drop kicked Nia Jax, and she got lost about what to do. So she sort of like wobbled, and then she backed off, and then like went out the ring. And yeah, that's
okay.
That didn't look good.
How many fans watched the match like that? I didn't watch it like that because if you make a little wobble, well. Don't basketball players fall down going to the basket? Don't football players fall? Don't they make mistakes on the field? So what is wrong with a wrestler making a mistake? And it may not, well, I'm sure it was a mistake. You don't wobble. There's no plan for a wobble, but that just adds to the realism of it. And I thought they had one of the better girl matches I've seen, really. So I totally 120% disagree with Meltzer and what's the other guy's name? Alvarez.
Yeah.
I totally disagree with them.
Yeah. But if I was just listening to that, then
it's their right to have their own opinion. It's also my right to not agree with it. And I totally disagree with it.
I think with Nia Jax as well, especially since she's been back, she always had a reputation of killing people, or like half killing people in some of the matches.
But Becky Lynch, but Becky, even seeing Becky Lynch work with her, you wouldn't have thought that this girl was dangerous. Becky Lynch left herself open, especially for that elbow drop. So that showed me something about Becky Lynch. And hey, Nia Jax, granted, she's not the greatest worker in the world, but you couldn't tell it by watching this match. I think it was almost laid out perfectly. They executed it perfectly. And if you're just looking for the clarity in it or the purity of it, well, you could pick it to death if you wanted to. But in my opinion, I think the people in attendance bought it, enjoyed it. I think the people that watch it on pay-per-view bought it, enjoyed it, and I did.
It was on Raw specifically.
And I saw that match. That's the only match I saw off the pay-per-view.
Yeah. Raw. It was on Raw, by the way. We're going to move on now. Yeah, it was on Raw.
See, I don't even know
this
where
past
it was.
Monday. No, but someone posted it on Twitter, and it was very convenient.
Oh, well, that's where I saw it.